evening to you. Good evening to you. I will be starting with Pisces and moving to Aries. So going reverse order. A few things I wanted to mention. Ooh, like turning the volume off on the laptop. Saturday, tomorrow, the 21st, happy winter solstice, by the way. That is tomorrow. It is the longest day of the year, marking the light coming back into our lives. Is the last day to get a personal reading from me for the discounted price of $30. It will be going back up to normal price. And then Sunday, December 22nd is the hour-long Zoom on Twin Flame, Soulmate, and Karmics with a special guest. So if that's something you're interested in, the information is pinned in the comment section currently, email and or Facebook message. So hello, Vicky. Hello, Leanne. All right, we are starting in reverse order. This is for the week of the 22nd through to the 28th. Before I get into that, I was going to mention, if nobody already knew, next week is totally different. I'm going to be going live at 6 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday is Aries through Cancer. Wednesday is Leo through Scorpio, and Thursday is Sagittarius through Pisces. And I will be clarifying all. So that's my gift to you. Also, I have an amazing gift that I received from an amazing subscriber that I will be opening during my live on Christmas. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into it with Pisces at 2:09. No clarifications. The week ahead. That fell on the ground. What is going on for Pisces for the week ahead? Week ahead. Well, good grief. Happy holidays, by the way. I'm sure everybody is out and about, traveling, doing shopping. If you're celebrating, there's probably all sorts of things going on. All right. For the sign of Pisces. The overall energy for the upcoming week is actually beautiful. I'm like super happy to be a Pisces, and I might claim this, especially because we're not clarifying, so it can't get mucked up. But I will say that we have number 41, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. That's your crown chakra. That's like major spiritual center there. And number 19, rest and rejuvenation. That's meditation, receiving downloads, intuition, things like that. And it's pertaining to number 7, message. So it's entirely possible that you're going to be receiving some kind of spiritual message through your crown. I mean, opened up from one of your gifts, which can be anything, any of the clairs, telepathy, all sorts of things. But that's a really nice energy to be in, especially around the solstice and around the holiday season. So we have Ace of Fire, brand new, passionate beginning, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, creativity. Number 13, transformation. Interesting. That is the Tower card, Scorpio, Aries energy, but it feels like it's a really good tower, honestly. And frankly, I feel like there is no such thing as a bad tower. I know it doesn't always feel good, but even changes when it's not something expected or sudden does open you up for new adventures and all sorts of opportunities and growth. So anyways, transformation. So tower moment, something shifting and changing suddenly. This is like could rock your world kind of suddenly, like unexpected. And then we have number 7, Chariot. That is Cancer energy, victory, success, movement forward. So interesting. I feel like you're receiving a message, and with the energies you're in, it feels like this is a spiritual message. It doesn't necessarily, I mean, yes, spirit does talk to us in different ways, but the fact that your crown chakra is appearing along with the energy of rest and rejuvenation, although it feels very spiritual, like meditation, I feel like you're getting some kind of a message. And you have this brand new passionate opportunity, creativity, forward momentum for sure. And Chariot, victory, success, movement forward. And I feel like it's interesting with the horses. I feel like it's almost the white horse is spirit walking in tandem with you, moving forward with you. In your underlying, we have number 5, attachment, to number 25, high honor. Maybe just a small word to the wise of allow things to kind of unfold naturally, stay humble and grounded. With the messenger of earth, this is, I feel like this is something that's coming in that's tangible in the 3D. Something that the messenger of earth is the slowest moving knight in the deck, and it's also the energy of something that's very grounded, stable, loyal. It feels very good. So whether it's a person coming in or an opportunity, I feel like it's definitely an opportunity. Could be a person though as well. Take it how it resonates. This is beautiful energy for the upcoming week. I did pull a timing oracle deck. Interesting. It says number 3, next couple of weeks. So this isn't apparently just locked into next week, but beautiful, beautiful energy. I really am thankful I'm a Pisces. Although the readings really aren't for me. Let's move on to Aquarius at 7-11. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Hello, writer. Feel free to watch your other placements, sun, moon, rising. Happy winter solstice tomorrow. That's a big day. Winter solstice, longest day of the year. But it's celebration because that means that it's going to start getting lighter out. I know the winters are dark. Unless you're in Alaska, then I don't think it ever gets dark. I don't know. I've never been there. Again, I'm going in reverse order, starting with Pisces, going all the way to Aries. I'm currently on, Aquarius. Oh my gosh, that was kerfunkly. So far, Pisces has had the best reading. And I know I've only done Pisces so far, but it's still the best, even though it's the only one I've done. Okay, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius for the upcoming week, the 22nd through to the 28th? 22nd through to the 28th for the sign of Aquarius. I cannot wait for next week. Like, I'm happy to be here now, but I can't wait to do the 3 days of the all signs full clarification. In fact, depending on how it goes, we might switch it up. We might end up doing that. Well, it depends on if people like it, but I don't know. I'm kind of excited. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to put myself out there like that. Okay. Aquarius, overall energy, we have number 24, adjacent possibilities, and it's pertaining to number 13, wealthy man. A lot of opportunities or options when it comes to this wealthy man. excuse me, you could be the wealthy man. If I mean, you're going to know if that's you or not. And you could have a lot of possibilities opening up for you, and or this is you feeling like there's a wealthy man that you have, like anything can go. There's so many possibilities. It's endless. We do have a king of earth that could be your wealthy man. So take it how it resonates, whether it's you or somebody you're dealing with. But this is specifically Virgo energy, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who's very grounded, stable, probably wealthy, or at least in good standings financially, like well off to an extent. I mean, wealthy is, you know, to each their own. Everybody has their own definition, but this is somebody who is driven. They're very loyal. They are sometimes giving, like they like to, the finer things in life, the gifts and things like that. We have the Five of Earth. So the Five of Earth is lack, and it's being left out in the cold. You know, it's times like this that I wish I was clarifying, because I really want to know. I'm nosy. But it's interesting because it feels like you need to watch your thoughts, because your thoughts are creating your reality. And so if you're in the energy of lack or the thinking of lack, you're going to create more lack. We have a king of earth here, with a lot of different possibilities. Him being a wealthy man, I feel like that's the king of earth. You're an Aquarius, unless you have earth in your chart and you know this is you. This is somebody you're dealing with. But somebody was left out in the cold, and or feels ghosted by this person. We have a page of fire. Pages bring news, but it's also the energy of passion, drive, desire, movement forward, creativity. I'm going to come back to this. In the underlying energy, that which is beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 3, blossoming abundance, pertaining to number 5, mature man. So interesting. Are they one and the same, or is this somebody completely different? Because there's open possibilities with this wealthy man. Feel like he is definitely the king of earth. There's some being left out in the cold or ghosted or feeling lack or less than, and a page of fire, which feels like somebody's moving on with passion, drive, and desire and creativity in seemingly a different direction. Because underneath with the blossoming abundance, which feels very different than the Five of Earth, we have a mature man. And that could be somebody who's older than you, although if it's not age-wise, it could be spiritually, maturity, just emotional maturity, things like that. And then we have the Hierophant, a higher level of commitment, number 5. Interesting. We have 5 and 5. What's even more interesting, if that didn't already blow your mind, is that that's Taurus. Well, 555 is the symbol of change. And you have literally 5, 5, 5. So I feel like there's something that's going to shift and change. The Hierophant could be a guru. It could be somebody, this could be blossoming abundance when it comes to this person. Maybe they're a guru. It also could be that you're going to end up in a higher level of commitment. I don't know if this is necessarily the same person. I feel like there's a lot of different opportunities or possibilities. It's kind of up in the air with this individual, but there's an energy of somebody being ghosted or left out in the cold or in this lack mindset or feeling like less than. And it's, did you leave them out in the cold, or are you being left out in the cold? It almost feels like, well, I heard in it to win it. I don't know that these are the same people. I feel like there's somebody else coming in that's more, I feel like this is all about the ducats, the money. And I feel like it's, I mean, money can go just as easily as it comes. I just feel like it's not in your wheelhouse. I feel like there's somebody else that's far more, well, I heard advanced. I mean, we are talking about the age of Aquarius, right? That is more spiritually aligned with you, somebody who's probably more, this person feels more abundant than this. This feels actually kind of icky and lacking and like, well, I heard dumpy. Like, I don't know. Dumpy? Okay. Oh, wow. Aquarius, you got 3 cards. Yeah, okay. I have number 11 next spring. I feel like this could be starting maybe with one of these people, like the wealthy man this week, this coming up week. But I feel like number 58, there might be a waste of time. And we have number 2, it's worth the time, the wait, the time. It's worth the time. Because I think that next spring, this other person is coming in for you. And it doesn't have to be love. I don't necessarily feel like it has to do with love. It could just be friendship. It could be business partnerships. It just feels like one of them, the wealthy man, is really going to end up in, like, I feel like you're like, oh, wow, so many opportunities and options. I feel like it ends up lacking, or maybe they lose everything. Who knows? But I feel like next spring, was that what it said? Yeah, next spring, which is right around the corner, which makes more sense with blossoming abundance, because roughly that's spring is the time when, you know, well, spring showers bring May flowers. So I think whoever you meet this next week is not, I mean, have a good time, meet them, but don't bet on it. I'd bet on spring. All right, we're moving on to Capricorn. At 17 minutes, Capricorn. I feel like Pisces didn't get as much time, but in fairness, it was just a really good reading. So, just saying. As I shuffle, happy winter solstice tomorrow. Super exciting. It's also the last day to book a personal reading with me for that discounted price. After tomorrow, it goes up. Also, don't forget, Sunday is the hour-long Zoom course meeting, whatever you want to call it, with a special guest where we take a deep dive into soulmate, twin flame, karmic relationships, the truth versus what you've probably been told or what people like to discuss, which isn't necessarily, it doesn't even feel right. But anyway, I do get my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So please do always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, Capricorn. I heard specifically Leanne. Capricorn. Week ahead, the 22nd through to the 28th. You gonna give me a card? All right, I guess we're getting two cards. Oh. This is for, I almost said this is for Leanne. No, it's not. It's for all Capricorns. Capricorn placements. Okay. Interesting. Capricorn, week ahead, 22nd through to the 28th. It's a Christmas miracle. I feel like that's a show or on a show or something. But we have number 53, Magician and the Mirror. And number 45, Man Holding a Heart. And it's pertaining to number 2, main female. Interesting, because when it comes to 2 energies, sometimes they could be both of yours. Sometimes they could be yours and another person's. You're going to have to see how it fits in your specific situation. Either we have a man holding a heart, which is somebody who's feeling the romantics, manifesting you, and or you're manifesting him. Either way, somebody's being manifested with the Magician in the mirror. This is alchemy. This is somebody who's purposefully, okay, well, whether you know you're purposely doing it or not, you're thinking thoughts about this person that are giddy and fun. And so whether this is you or somebody else, take it how it resonates. We have, ouch, we have the 9 of water. That's wish fulfillment. Not only is it wish fulfillment, but it's like emotional sovereignty. It's looking good, feeling good, smelling good. It is loving yourself. It's just being in that energy of love. And if you're, you know, romanticizing, that would be a good word. Romanticizing about another person, that could also bring out that loving feeling, right? And then we have the world. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. You're just not laughing yet, okay? You will in a few years. The world, number 21, Capricorn, Aquarius energy. This is the ending of a cycle with the 5 of air. Arguments, fighting, conflict. And number 12, the hanged man, Pisces energy. Yeah, you got that love and feeling. Hanged man is gaining a new perspective, being able to shift and see things a little bit more clearly. So again, is somebody manifesting you? Are you manifesting somebody? Or was this I mean, this is the current energy. So whether you're thinking of this person or they're thinking of you, trying to manifest this situation, this wish fulfillment, there's an ending of a cycle taking place. The question is it this cycle? Because there's argument and conflict, as if one person may not have wanted the end of a cycle. I mean, the end of a cycle is good. It means that you've learned the lesson. It's time to grow and expand and move on. We'll come back to this here in just a minute. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 11, cornucopia, pertaining to number 27, unexpected income. So you could have some finances, some abundance coming in, some unexpected income. Cornucopia feels like it's a lot. Doesn't feel like some small little chump change by any stretch of the imagination. And then you have the Ace of Air. That's a brand new way of thinking. Hence the hanged man, a new perspective, seeing things differently, believing things differently. It's also sometimes receiving clarity, downloads, intuition, but it's truth, honesty. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's really, really good energy. So your underlying is really good. What's brewing beneath the surface? The question is, we have this I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the cycle that's ending is this argumentative, this battle, possibly up in your own head. That the conflict could have been within your own head or with another person. Take it how it resonates. But that's coming to an end. That cycle's ending and you've gained a new perspective. You're seeing things clearly. I feel like because this is such fresh current energy, that this is a wish fulfillment. And it's also, I feel like, a wish fulfillment that this cycle is coming to an end. I'm not clarifying. So as far as the cycle goes, it could be so many different things. But with the Ace of Air in the underlying, it could have been, well, it could be a lot of things, but it could have been like the 10 of Swords, like a thought process, a belief system, things like that, especially when we have the arguments and fighting, just the combative energy. Again, it could be fighting with another person. You definitely have money coming in for you. Cornucopia style. That's a lot. That's abundance. In your eyes anyway, right? A feeling of it being quite a bit, having a lot. Maybe even more than enough to share, right? Or whatever. Maybe it's like, oh, perfect, I have money for Christmas, like whatever the case may be. And it's unexpected income. But I feel like this could also be unexpected unless you personally are manifesting this person. You're going to know if your thoughts are focused around a certain somebody or not. And if not, then I feel like somebody's thoughts are focused around you. Either way, I feel like you finally are ending a cycle. It's a long cycle, upwards of 10 years, 10 to 20. Way of thinking. I feel like good things are coming in for you. Your timing card. I feel like you might need to ask yourself a question in your mind. Because the answer is not in this lifetime. So unless I were to read the cards, which I didn't really feel that you were trying to manifest this person, but that cycle has finally come to an end because it never fully developed, which that doesn't sound very friendly and lovey. Take it how it resonates. Let's move on to Sag at 2613. I'm getting this song, Walking on Sunshine, which Sagittarius is a fire sign, so maybe that's it. Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It also illuminates things. Okay. This is for Sagittarius for the week of the 22nd through to the 28th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Don't forget to come see me next week. Might as well just come to all 3 nights because, like, who else has anything else to do on Christmas Eve and Christmas and the day after Christmas? I'll be here. I'll be here. Okay. Sag. Week ahead, 22nd through to the 28th. Down it goes. 22nd through to the 28th. What does Sag need to know? Oh, you know what? I feel like I should also be mentioning, like, that's the week of Christmas. Like, let's say you go to a Christmas party or a company party. Like, anything could happen. A family gathering, something. I don't know why I said like a family gathering. I mean, I don't know what everybody does. I hang out at home and apparently do tarot. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you. Oakley dokley. Sagittarius, overall energy coming up this week, the 22nd through to the 28th. We have number 20, envy, pertaining to number 17, gift. Are you going to be jealous of a gift that somebody got, even though you should be grateful for what you got? Or is this somebody else's energy in your energetic field? Interesting. I feel like it's super fitting. Like, oh, I wanted that. Or, oh, lucky. I don't know. We have the 10 of water. The 10 of water is a beautiful card. It's about family. It's happiness. It's like the ultimate. I do also want to emphasize that the 10 is also an ending. It has, because it is a 10, it doesn't mean like your family's, you know, split up, but maybe it does, who knows. But it will start over with the ace. But technically, I feel like there's something pertaining to a family gathering where somebody is envious or jealous of a gift that somebody else receives. And because it's in your energetic field, I'm going to go with it's you, but you'll know when the holiday season arrives and you are amongst family and, you know, see how you're feeling with the gifts. Maybe it's somebody else that feels that way. We have the Page of Air. This is clarity, communication, and it could be, I mean, pages bring news. It could be a conversation that, you know, maybe somebody's like boasting about this awesome gift they got, and you're just kind of envious, like, oh, they got the mansion and I have, you know, the duplex, like whatever the case is. We have a Page of Water. So it feels like there's going to be also somebody coming in with the pages, again, bring news, somebody being kind and loving and generous. So it's interesting because it feels very loving and safe and secure. I just don't know if you're the one sat in that energy or if it's somebody you're dealing with. I guess time will tell. It's a week away, right? Well, not even. It starts tomorrow. No, it starts the day after tomorrow. But in the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 19, rest and rejuvenation, pertaining to number 21, family room. It feels retreat energy, and the 10 of Earth. The 10 of Earth, again, ending, but also it is a grounded stability, financial security. It is like something that's built definitely on a steady foundation. Like, I feel like you got it all going on. That's why I'm wondering, is somebody else envious and jealous? Maybe you're the one that's, you know, coming up and trying to offer them kind words, loving energy, whatever, and they're just, you know, a little upset about the fact that you got something that they didn't. Take it how it resonates. All the other cards are great. I feel like the rest and rejuvenation in the family room is you almost feeling a need to retreat, either surrounded by family or retreat from the family room and kind of get your energy back. Because I feel like you have it all. I feel like you are good. So I'm wondering if this is definitely somebody else's energy, but flip the roles if need be. Interesting. So whatever your question is, we have number 23, September, and number 40, timing is pushed back due to blockages. So maybe it's something that you've blocked. Maybe you are in the envious energy. And whatever it is that you're desiring is coming in September. You know, sometimes, again, this might not be your energy, but I'm going to give this anyway, this spiel. When somebody receives something, instead of being in the energy of envy or jealousy, be grateful that you're being shown, hey, like that is possible. I could have that too. And feel good that somebody else got something. Like, that's awesome. I'm super excited for you, and truly mean it. Because if you really want to know how you manifest, it's not from this energy. It's from that energy of excitement, happiness, joy, whether it's for you or another person. That's why also we forgive, because you're not forgiving necessarily for the other person. You're forgiving for yourself. So you're not holding on to that garbage. Moving on to Scorpio at 3349. 3349 for Scorpio. Beginning and ending. I do. And it's called Law of Attraction. We all do. It's called Law of Attraction. We all create our own fortune or misfortune. It has nothing to do with fortune telling. This is literally reading energy. That's what I'm doing. Reading the energy. Because a lot of times when people don't realize that they create their own reality and they get stuck in whatever creation they've created without realizing that they can shift it and change it at any point, They like a little insight. They like a little assistance. That's why I also do coaching. Hopefully that answered your question, beginning and end. All right, we are on Scorpio. I'm going in reverse order. I've already done Pisces through Sag, currently on Scorpio, making our way to Aries. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So please do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or cross-watch for people you're dealing with. Scorpio, the week... Ooh, they keep... Interesting. The week of the 22nd through to the 28th. Sorry, Scorpio, you'll find out what's interesting in a minute. The week of the 22nd through to the 28th. This is a big week. And even though I'm going live the 3 days next week, that's actually for the following week. So it's not even going to be, I mean, you know what I mean? Do you? Do you know what I mean? Okay. That's enough. Scorpio, overall energy for the upcoming week. We have number 3, blossoming abundance. Pertaining to number 4, a courtship. Nice. Could be with a king of air, specifically Gemini, but it's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. King of air is kind of somebody who speaks their mind. They're pretty analytical, kind of black and white. They are very clear on their truth and have no problem, you know, speaking it. We have the 6 of fire. This is recognition. It's also, for some, it could be a small level of fame. This person could have some kind of fame. You could be getting some kind of fame. It could just be that this person is recognizing something in you or something in the situation. We have number 3, the Empress. I like that because it matches with the blossoming abundance. And it's so true when it comes to the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. The Empress is somebody who embodies all 4 queens. This could be a person or just an energy. It's a very fertile time. It's a time to give birth to your dreams, your desires, your creative endeavors. It is prosperity, abundance, new beginnings. And I'm going to come back around to that here in just a minute. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 29, the World, pertaining to number 39, community. The 3 of fire, the Fool card, which is Aquarius, Aries, and the Queen of Water, specifically Cancer, but it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could just be your energy unless you're dealing with another water energy. So you have blossoming abundance, which is like new beginnings, happiness, joy, success. When it comes to a courtship, somebody that you're mingling with, I feel like that's a good word. And it feels like it's a king of air. Now, this feels like somebody who could be like wise beyond their years. They don't have to be old, but they feel very intelligent and possibly even spiritual to an extent, like very out of the box thinking. We have the 6 of fire, which to me means that either there's a very strong recognition with this person. They could be somebody who's famous to some extent. Fame can be a lot of things. It could be everybody. Now I'm getting that Cheers song, the sitcom Cheers, with everybody knows your name and they're always so like they could be famous in their own right. They could even have some kind of notoriety of sorts, or this could be you getting this notoriety. Norm, yes. The Empress energy, again, it feels like this is a positive new beginning. Something that is going to grow and be creative and abundant and prosperous. And it's also Venus energy. So there's love here, right? The World card for me has a couple meanings. It could be pertaining to doing something like on the World Wide Web. It also feels like there was an ending of a cycle, especially because we have a new cycle taking place. So you could be moving away from community. You could also be garnering some kind of following community online. So take that again, how it resonates, which would make me feel like maybe that's how you met that person, but it could also be that that would be your recognition, how people are, you know, getting that small level of fame, whatever it is for you. I feel like you've been waiting for your ships to come in, this passionate new beginning, this drive, desire, creativity. It's here. It's taking a leap of faith, a new beginning. And it's either you're moving towards, I honestly feel like the new beginning is you putting forth the work, energy, and effort into a brand new passionate beginning. Not only in this courtship, but when it pertains to some kind of a business aspect for you, something that pertains to community. And again, you could be moving as well. Some kind of a move taking place. So this is all starting up this week. However, I feel like this expands all the way out to number 23, September. I giggled in the beginning because I feel Sag just got this card. Or was it Capricorn? Now I don't know. But somebody just got that card. Good reading, Scorpio. Moving on to Libra, 4140. It's interesting. We are at our midway point. Libra. People are probably out driving on the roads. I think kids just got out of school for winter break, depending on where you're located, I guess. I wonder if that means next week will be quiet. I feel like enough people will be over the whole family thing that they'll be dying to watch some tarot. I don't know why that got... Again, I get my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm jelly. We have no snow. I love snow. I mean, okay, let me rephrase. I love a huge dumping of snow where nobody can go anywhere for like 1 day to 5 days, and then I want it all to melt, and as soon as the new year hits, I want the sun. Like, I'm over it. I just want it for Christmas, and then, you know, for like that week, and then get rid of it. Like, I don't know. Did I? No. I don't know if I shuffled. Like, just that, you know, oh, it's so cozy, and watching it snow, and it's so pretty. And then, okay, we're done. Kind of like the day after Christmas, I'm already taking the tree down. Oh, that was interesting. Wonder how long that's been in there. Okay. I feel like it's been in there since Capricorn because it was that card. All right, we are on Libra. 22nd through to the 28th. Oh, well. Libra. What do we have for Libra? 22nd through to the 28th. Libra. was a lot. Good gravy, Libra. Way to bogart all the cards. Okay. Libra. Overall energy. What the heck? How many cards did I put in there? Well, I don't believe in accidents, so I'm just going to leave that there for a hot minute. And then I'll shuffle through that in a minute. Okay. Overall energy for the reading, we have number 13, financial constraints. So now I feel like I should make note that the card that I saw in there when I was shuffling was the man holding the heart. And then I'll tell you the other card, and it was Capricorn's cards that ended up in there. Financial constraints pertaining to number 34, occupation. There could be a tight squeeze or feeling a tight squeeze when it comes to your finances and work. It could be that it's got you up in your head space just a smidgy, but thankfully that's the 9, which means that you're close to the 10 where you will start seeing things in a different way, having different beliefs, manifesting differently. The 9 of air is up in your headspace, and it is like a self-imposed prison. Hello, Bill. It is not good, and it's not helping anything, just FYI. We have a messenger of water. This is somebody who's maybe coming in and offering, you know, like, let's go have some hot cocoa in the snow if you got any. Or, you know, let's go on a date. Let's, you know, it's somebody who's flirting. See, energy or kind words. It could even be receiving some kind of psychic epiphany as well. Messages coming through your heart chakra, your heart space. We have patience, Sagittarius energy. Divine timing is at play here. So that's huge. So get out of this freaking energy because everything's playing out the way it's supposed to, which you should know that anyway. It's kind of the way that the world works. But we have number 12, Hangman. That's you getting that new perspective. That's you. You could be receiving, if it's not some romantic, I'm jelly, you East Coasters taking my snow. I feel like I'm next to, well, I guess you guys are kind of next to Canada too, but I'm literally right next door to Canada. Like, right next door. I feel like I should be getting the snow. Apologies, Libra, for cutting into your reading with my frustrations about not receiving any snow yet. I definitely feel like you need to get out of your headspace because I feel like you definitely are receiving some kind of intuition or guidance pertaining to understanding that it is coming in divine timing. It's allowing you to see things in a new perspective. And when you get that new perspective, when you shift out of this negative nilly mindset, you're getting that Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles, a windfall of sorts, a new job, a new home, something tangible in the 3D. And it gets even better. And I'll show you because I feel like this is what's holding you back. The fear, the anxiety, the overthinking and overanalyzing. And I get it. That's what we're programmed to do. Like, something's not working, let's fix it. But we don't fix it with outer work unless we're prompted to by spirit. The way we shift our outer reality is from within. And therefore, once we do the internal shift and then all of a sudden we get this intuitive hit to do something, that's different than the ego, like, oh, no, we got to fix this. We got to control this. We have to manipulate this. We got to force this. And the more you stress and the more you fear, the more you create the same stuff and even worse. There's something coming in and a message that you're receiving. And water energy is highly intuitive psychic energy. So yes, somebody could be romantic schmoozing you, but I also feel like besides that, you are receiving some kind of guidance that things are happening in divine timing. Patience, my sweet olive. Gain a new perspective, and in it comes, which I feel like a new perspective is getting out of this. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 42, woman holding a coin. So either this is you embodying this energy, finally, like, nope, I'm grounded, I'm stable, I feel financially abundant, regardless of what the external world is showing me. I feel abundant inside, as within, so without. Or you got somebody who's coming in and giving you, because that to me is akin to like the Queen of Earth or the Queen of Pentacles, specifically Capricorn, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Either way, it's the energy of somebody who has enough and is wanting to share or buy gifts or help in whatever fashion. But we do have it pertaining to family room. So it could be a family member. Maybe it's a matriarch, like a mother, grandmother, something to that extent. I feel like somebody is wanting to assist, and or you're feeling abundant, because I honestly feel like somebody's helping you out. I'm just going to say unexpectedly, like you're just going to get something, but you got to switch that mindset. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment, star card, Aquarius energy. And it's interesting because I was picking up these cards, and that's when I found the other card that Crappy Corn left in that pile. And I'm blaming Crappy Corn because I don't make mistakes. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. It was me. It was me. Your wish fulfillment could be a water sign, specifically Pisces. But it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm a Pisces, by the way. Am I your wish fulfillment? Maybe. But it doesn't have to be a specific person. It could just be the energy. And the energy is somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic. But I'm going to double down on the Pisces energy because the card that was hiding in there that shouldn't have been in there was the Magician in the Mirror. And I say shouldn't have been, but I don't believe in accidents or coincidences. So guess what? I feel like this is manifestation, and it's pinned with, yet again, a Pisces. Just going to throw that in there. The High Priestess. You're surrounded. Oh, now I'm getting that song. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. So I feel like your wish fulfillment could in turn be a Pisces, but it also could be some opening of your spiritual shift in your heart chakra energy. This is energy. Somebody's highly intuitive, psychic, kind, caring, compassionate. They feel things very deeply. And the High Priestess is, again, like that times a million. It's somebody who's very spiritual, highly intuitive, psychic medium, clairs, you name it. This is, well, I keep hearing witchy woman. And so it could be that you're manifesting those energies and or somebody like that to come into your life. Here I am to, you know, work with you. Either way, I feel like you have abundance coming in. You just need to shift that negative nilly thought process. You got 2 timing cards, Libra. Timing card numero unsky is number 34. You have the power to create the timing by taking action. Interesting. The action you need to take, though, I will tell you, is internal. Shift your thoughts and then wait for divine guidance and you'll know the difference, because ego and fear are one energy, and that's when you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm freaking out, like what am I going to do, how am I going to fix this? That's not where you don't get the answer from the problem. It's when you're relaxed or meditate and it'll come to you. Put your mind on something else. Your second card is it's the right time to take action. Son of a biscuit. If you feel divinely guided to take action, I feel like the cards are telling you it is time to take action. Make sure you're internally aligned before you do, though. Okay, Virgo at 5347. Okay. What inch of snow stay in New York? Manifesting true love. 347. Well, Bill, you got here just in time because I just did Libra. Oop. Now I'm on Virgo. I'm going in reverse order. I'm glad it's resonating with you. I'm still jelly you got my snow. Send it my way. I'm totally on the opposite side, West Coast, Washington. Perfect timing, yes. Alrighty, we are on Virgo. I'm going in reverse order. This is for the 22nd through to the 28th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. Oh, I appreciate you, Bill. Thank you. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody you're dealing with. Also, don't forget, next week is going to be different. I am going to not be here on my regular scheduled Wednesday, Friday. What I will be doing is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it will be broke into 4 sections each day, 4 different signs. I will be doing full clarifications for the 4 signs I'm doing for those 3 days, if that made any sense. And it'll be the week ahead. That's my gift to you guys for being so freaking amazing. And I appreciate you all so much. So yeah, don't forget to join me if you're available. I know it's the holiday season and I will be there Christmas Eve, Christmas, and the day after Christmas. So if you're available, join me. At least for a thumbs up. Okay. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Week ahead. Virgo. Week ahead. Gosh, Virgo, you're getting lots of cards pulling out here. Virgo for the week ahead. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Let me take a, I need to hydrate. Virgo. Overall energy for your reading. We have the number 47, the thinking woman. This could be your energy or somebody's energy who's outside of you, close to you, penetrating your energetic bubble. And it's pertaining to number 11, sudden wealth, and number 18, child. So this is a transformative way of thinking. It could be somebody attempting to create or manifest, but it also is, especially because the first thing that drew my eye was the butterfly, which to me is transformation. And this is definitely somebody who is, well, I heard literature smart. I don't know. I don't think that's the way you say it, but, and she's wearing all green, which is like heart chakra energy. She could be a mother or desiring a child. It also could pertain to the inner child, childlike self. But this energy is all about sudden wealth. Is she looking for somebody who has wealth, who can give her a child? Interesting. I'll come back to that. We have the 3 of water. This is celebration, happiness, joy. It also sometimes talks about a new soul tribe, group of people that you're hanging out with. We have the king of fire, specifically Sagittarius, but it is Aries, Leo, Sag. This is somebody who is an entrepreneur sometimes. They're very passionate, driven, charismatic. They go after the things that they desire, action taking, creative. And then we have the 5 of fire. So the 5 of fire is conflict, arguments, fighting, mental disruption. It's interesting. I feel like, and this doesn't have to be everybody's story, but I feel like there could have been third party situation. And there could be an ending to a marriage or a long-term situation for some. Just going to put that out there. Not for everybody. Just that popped in, so I got to let you know. But I'll come back to this. We do have in the underlying energy that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have a man holding a coin, and it's pertaining to number 13, wealthy man. So could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like this is one and the same. So again, is this your energy, or is this somebody who is penetrating your energetic bubble? You will be the judge of that. This is a collective reading. But we have the 10 of Cups, and that is happy family. That is like unconditional love, long-term. Now, yes, 10s are the end. So that could be why I received that maybe there was a situation where there's an ending coming for some people. And maybe they are going their separate ways. And maybe that's how this thinking woman got her cash. And oh my gosh, see, okay, I'm going to say it, but I don't feel like this is for everybody. It could have been that she had a child with this person, and that's how she got her cash. Like, just that's, again, not everybody's story. What I do feel is that there's definitely two people here, a masculine, a feminine, male, female. Man holding the coin feels like he's the wealthy one. I feel like she is cashing in on that in some respect. There could be a child, or it could be an inner child situation. Flip the roles as need be. But I feel like this King of Fire, unless one of them embodies that energy of passion, drive, and desire, I don't know that it's necessarily a person. It just could be an energy. But there's conflict, and I don't necessarily see a way around the conflict unless I'm clarifying. And if I clarify for you, then I have to go back and clarify for everybody, and I can't do that. So I honestly feel like this person could have come in and caused some kind of conflict. And it could be a third party. It doesn't have to be a situation where it's cheating. This could be in family. Like, there's nothing saying that this is, and friends can even be family, but there's nothing saying, like, third party situations can be a lot of things. It can be a friend. Like, okay, he spends far more time with his friend than he does with me. That would be a third party. Work. He spends far more, or she spends far more time at work than with me. That's a third party. That means that there's something interrupting the energy. So I feel like this is more of a third party energy, and I feel like it's caused some kind of conflict. I feel like when it comes to this situation, there could be a major shift or change taking place. Doesn't mean that it's completely the end, but 10s have a tendency to be the end. I definitely feel like there's a shift and change taking place because of a third party situation and conflict. Sorry, I not clarified. We're going to move on. Oh, no, we're not. Because well, here you go. This might make it better. You ended up pulling 4 timing cards. So we have number 39. It's in the future, whatever it is. Number 9, have faith. Divine timing is at play. Number 19, May, because you keep asking the same question. They're like, fine, it's May, okay? I'm just kidding. Number 35, next month looks promising. So whatever your questions were, those were your answers. Moving on to Leo at 6414. 6414. Okay, let me read the chat. Well, that's really crummy, Bill. I'm glad she's an ex. Good grief. Oh, Vicky said the same thing. Great minds, Vicky. Great minds. Leanne, were you gone? Because I was talking so much smack. I'm just kidding. I just didn't see you in a while. So I thought I'd make you feel like I was talking smackaroonies, and I totally wasn't. Well, maybe that was all about Bill. That's a rough story, man. I'm glad you're all right. I'm glad you're here today. And all the better for it, because it's good to bid good riddance. Well, you're here now, and right here and now is amazing, especially if you got snow. I'd be out going, I'd be making a snowman, like for a hot minute, and then I'd be freezing cold and have to take a really hot shower or bath, but I know I'm 45 and I'll still go out and make a snowman. Make a snowman, go and make a snow angel. Probably not the angel. I already am one. I just make a snowman. Oh, you'll be good. You'll be 100%, no time at all. Leo. Okay, focus. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Hi, Christina. Welcome. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I feel like that was meant to be flipped over, but we're going to read it both ways. And or cross watch for people that you are dealing with. I am currently on Leo, going in reverse order. So I've done Pisces through Virgo, currently on Leo, and Cancer will be next. Oakley dokley. So, Leo, overall energy for this upcoming week, the 22nd through to the 28th, we have 49, Angel of Love. And it's pertaining to number 32, despair in the reverse. That is beautiful. That's what I like to see. Despair in the reverse. And the Angel of Love, which means that you are in that lovey energy. You're back. It's like you took your power back. We have the 4 of air. This is healing, meditating, rest. It's receiving guidance and intuition, kind of getting back to your spiritual self energy. With the 5 of earth, I feel like you were healing from this energy. Now, it could have been that you were left out in the cold. You were ghosted. Could have been a lot of things. Well, it's despair. It is lack. It is feeling alone, unworthy. And it's interesting because it may have been one situation that triggered it at some point, but then it kind of trickles into all areas of your life. So it could have started with losing a job, and then all of a sudden you're losing your love, and then you're losing your home. Like, there's so many ways that it manifests, but it's a mindset, really. But you're out of that. I feel like you've healed whatever that was, the despair, that feeling lack, less than, loss, whatever the case may be. And you're moving into calmer emotional and mental waters. Love it. 6 of air, rite of passage, like, and in scene, done. Moving on. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 9, broken heart. And it's pertaining to number 19, coffin. So I'm going to put it 2 ways, take it how it resonates. If somebody has already passed in your life, or you knew that they were going to pass, and that's the heartbreak, that could be it. For all others, I feel like it pertained to whatever this being left out in the cold energy is, and that you're putting an end to this broken heart. You've healed it. You're no more. It's over. You're done feeling that energy. You've healed that. You've moved through it. You've moved on. It pertains to, if I can pick the card up, the 9 of fire. That is Chiron. That is the wounded warrior. What I like about nines is you're literally at the edge of completion. You're moving out of whatever that is. And depending on your chart, you could be having your Chiron return. I feel like a lot of people are. You'd have to look that up. But the Nine of Fire is all about the burdens and all the karmic crap that we have to work through, that we've been carrying around half the time, that we don't even realize we're carrying around, that we continuously create from. Well, I find it interesting because we have the Two of Earth. It feels like you've been on the verge of moving out of that energy, because the Two of Earth is kind of feels like it's of two worlds. It feels like, you know, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I go this way? And I feel like you've been balancing between the two for some time, creating your own reality with the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy on your own, with like being completely not manifesting by default, but on purpose, as opposed to manifesting or creating from this asleep energy of chironic woundings. I feel like you've been on the bridge. Well, then I just saw the Rainbow Bridge. Interesting. It's like you've been teetering between two worlds. How does that sound? But it feels like you're finally done. You're in the energy of moving on and moving into that higher alchemy where you're creating things on purpose. You're no longer sat in the despair. You've healed that energy. You're no longer feeling that lack, less than, loss, financial constraints. You're not allowing it to affect you. You're moving on. Beautiful energy, Leo. You have two timing cards. Number one is number 29, 12 months from now. So in a year. The other is number 32, time will bring a surprise. Ooh, a surprise. Hopefully it comes before that year, but even if you know you have a surprise coming in a year, that's exciting, right? Okay, we're going to move on to Cancer at 7206. Cancer. Okay. Of course, Belle, thank you. Alrighty. How did I write that in the wrong spot? 06. Cancer, we are almost to the end. If you want to ask a question, it is $5 for a super chat question. One question per super chat. Yeah. Or just feel free to send a super gift, whatever. I appreciate you. Ooh, I cannot wait for the Christmas one so I can open my present. I want to open my present. Okay, Cancer. Week ahead, 22nd through to the 28th. What does Cancer need to know for the week ahead? God, that card comes out a lot. Well, Belle, you should subscribe, and that way, and hit the little notification bell. We're here every, I was going to say every Wednesday and Friday, live anyway. Oakley Dokley. Interesting. I need a sip of my juice. Who are we on? Cancer. Cancer. Overall energy for the read, the 22nd through to the 28th. We have number 12, templed path. You are walking your templed path energetically, spiritually. Very nice. Interesting though, because we have number 28, expectation, and number 31, bad health. Are you expecting bad health for yourself or others? I hope not. I'll come back to that. We have the Ace of Air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is clarity, seeing things, the truth, clearly, a new way of thinking. Could be receiving downloads or guidance. Maybe that's why you're expecting bad health, because you intuitively know it's coming, because you received a premonition of sorts. Take that how it resonates. We have the Queen of Water. That's you, Cancer. You could be literally on your templed path receiving some kind of guidance and clarity pertaining to a bad health situation, yours or somebody else's. Take it how it resonates. We have the Three of Air. This is the Three of Air is heartbreak. Excuse me. So normally it, in the Rider-Waite, it is just a heart with stab marks or swords in it, 3 swords. And so the heartbreak can pertain to really anything. However, in this specific deck, which is the Good Tarot, I love this deck. I should probably get a new one because the things are falling apart. It literally shows that there's a third party situation and somebody wasn't chosen. And it says rejection is God's protection. So the question is, are you rejecting somebody or is somebody rejecting you? This feels probably like you intuitively know that somebody is going to be rejecting you, or but that it's some form of protection. And I want to know more about that. Expecting bad health, who that pertains to. Is it you or somebody you're dealing with? Interesting. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 16, patience. That's all about divine timing. And what happens in divine timing, it's pertaining to a false person. Something's happening in divine timing pertaining to a false person and a higher level of commitment. Taurus energy. I definitely feel like you're seeing things clearly, or receiving some kind of intuition with a heartbreaking situation. I feel like that pertains to a false person, and that in divine timing, something's going to transpire with this higher level of commitment. Now, whether it's yours or somebody you're dealing with, like somebody outside of you, maybe you're receiving intuition about your parents or friends or family or whatever. But it definitely feels like there's somebody who is, again, rejection is God's protection, because somebody is a false person. And I feel like it's whoever that person chose. And the reason I feel that way is because in the card, it depicts the woman with the man behind. And in this card, it depicts who I presume would be you and the man and the woman bird. It's a male bird and a female bird. And I feel like I'm just concerned with the temple. You're on the templed path, meaning that you're receiving these intuitive hits, this guidance, these downloads. I'm just curious why we're in the energy of expecting bad health. Is it because you're receiving that, or hopefully, okay, let me put this another way. If you're not receiving that intuitive hit or that guidance, I would not be in that energy, because you could create it by expecting it. You also could be having a health issue. And that could be why you're receiving these intuitive hits. And the energy of somebody who is choosing another. But they're false. They're a false person. They'll find out. Something's shifting in a higher level of commitment, for sure. We got 2 timing cards. We have number 10, not in this lifetime. That one has popped out for 3 different people. And number 22, August. Something's transpiring in August for you. And something is not happening in this lifetime. So, Gemini at 8034. All righty, we are on Gemini. I know that makes one person in the chat happy. Maybe. Maybe. Vicky? Vicky, you there? Maybe not. I thought it was Vicky that watched Gemini. I know my sister does. She's not here tonight. You can tell when her energy appears in the chat. There's Vicky. And so she's back from outer space. Okay. Gemini. Then we have Taurus and Aries, and that's the end of the road skis. Unless somebody comes in with a super chat. Okay. Gemini. Week of the 22nd through to the 28th for the sign of Gemini. I think I need to get me some new tarot cards. I do that every now and again, if you can't tell. I like shifting into what I feel and what I don't want, kind of. I go with the energy. Okay. Gemini. What does Gemini need to do? Gemini. Okay. Overall energy for the week ahead, Gemini. We have number 8, indecision, and it's pertaining to number 31, bad health. Feeling undecided because of bad health. By bad health, it could be a freaking cold. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you have a runny nose, a cough. You know, maybe you're just feeling exhausted. To me, that could be bad health too. I think that this is, I mean, it could be more extreme. It could be that you have indecision pertaining to your bad health, somebody else's bad health. Take it how it resonates. But bad health, I feel like it can be very broad in how that's interpreted. We have the 8 of Earth. This is putting forth the work, energy, and effort into the messenger of fire. Well, the messenger of fire is passion, drive, desire, and creativity. It's also passion and desire. I feel like you could have been working yourself too hard towards something. Maybe you're feeling energetically drained. That could be bad health too. But this is putting forth a lot of work, energy, and effort into a passionate desire, drive, creative, something or other. Could even be a person with the Ace of Air. The Ace of Air is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is seeing things from a new perspective. It is a new way of thinking and believing. It is clarity, insight, intuition. It feels very magical with the unicorn. You could be receiving some kind of major download or hit. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 9, heartbreak. Pertaining to number 34, occupation. There could be a situation pertaining to work or work in general that is heartbreaking. It also could be that somehow work is allowing you to attempt to move through, hopefully, not deflect, but move through those feelings and emotions. So take it how it resonates. I mean, if you're having something pertaining to your occupation be heartbreaking, you're going to know. If it's that you're literally working your finger to the bone to not feel those painful emotions, you're going to know. But we have the 5 of water, and this is somebody who's focusing on the pain. It's a need to let it move through you, to feel the pain. Of course, we have to feel, but not to wallow in it, not to focus on it, to literally put our big girl or big boy pantaloons back up and move forward and not live in fear or, you know, become wretched to the idea of emotional experiences because of what we've been through, but to still have faith and hope and dreams and desires and just be like, yeah, this wasn't it. Move on to the next. I'm going to sneeze. I feel a sneeze coming. So interesting. It feels like there could have been some kind of self-sabotage taking place, some kind of, the 7 of air is like lying, deception. So it could be you were lying to yourself, deceiving yourself, or somebody else was doing that to you. We do have a world card. I feel like you're coming to the end of a cycle, which is beautiful. Capricorn, Aquarius energy, whatever it is that you've been through, I feel like it's finally coming to a closure. I feel like the lessons are being learned this next week. And then you will have your victory, success, movement forward with the Chariot, Cancer energy. I just feel like you put a lot of work, energy, and effort into this passionate drive, desire, whatever it is, this creative endeavor, this person, and you're getting some kind of truth bomb or clarity coming through, this new way of perceiving it, thinking it, and it's heartbreaking. And again, it pertains to occupation. So whether it was occupation that you were putting your heart and soul into, this passion, drive, and desire, a person, there's definitely a need to release, let go of that pain, understand the self-sabotage or the lies this person was telling you, and move into your new cycle. Interesting. I still don't understand the indecision with the bad health. Like, yeah, it's not for me to understand. It's your reading. So hopefully that resonates somehow. You got 2 timing cards. Gemini. Number 41, next couple of years. And number 25, November. That'll be at least a year because we just had November, unless you were asking about last November. But moving on to Taurus at, is that 8820? I have perfect eyesight, just so we're all on the same page. It's just that they have the numbers so freaking tiny, and I have a light facing my eyeballs. Just so that we're aware. Perfect eyesight. Just saying. All right. Taurus, this is for the week ahead, the 22nd through to the 28th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. I know, like when I'm reading the chat and I'm like, whatever. I don't even know what I was saying. 22nd through to the 28th for the sign of Taurus. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or cross watch for somebody you're dealing with if you want to be a sneaky little spy. Okay. Taurus. Ready? Ooh, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Ugh, I shuffled. You all watched me shuffle. Okay? You did. It happened. I was there. Oh, that's too many. That's like, oh, well, we'll take them. All of them. Thanks, Spirit. Taurus, the week ahead. Oh my goodness. Okay. Taurus, the overall energy for this week ahead, which is why it's fitting that 400 cards fell out, is number 24, adjacent possibilities. Well, what are those adjacent possibilities? It is pertaining to number 11, sudden wealth. Nice. Number 34, occupation. Could have some kind of sudden wealth in your occupation. Number 2, a main female. Number 29, imprisonment, up in your headspace or technically jail. Take it how it resonates. Number 36, distant horizon. And number 4, courtship. I feel like the courtship would be in the distant horizon, but take it how it resonates. Could be one of these, all of these. These could be all of those adjacent possibilities. Like, woo, anything goes. We have the 10 of Earth. That is, well, that goes with the with sudden wealth, unless this is more long-term longevity. With Taurus energy, it makes a lot of sense. Grounded, stable, could be a home, a work, something in the 3D that feels very grounded and stable and secure. It is a 10, so it could mean that you're moving jobs, and or just starting over with some new kind of sudden wealth windfall where you're at. I feel like I need to explain that for someone. It's kind of like, if you think about 10s are the ending of the cycle. If you get a 10, it means that, yes, you've hit this peak. It's wonderful. And either you're going to, let's say, a job, for example. I have hit the peak of the salesman on the floor. I can't go any higher. I am maxed out on what they're going to pay me. I'm either going to take and go to a totally different job. Doesn't mean I take less money, but we all know how that works. It could fluctuate. Or I'm getting now moved up from the highest sales rep to the manager. So it's the ending of a cycle, but it doesn't necessarily mean it goes kapoop, but it can. We have the messenger of fire. Well, that's passion, drive, desire, creativity, pertaining to a king of water. That is Pisces energy specifically, but it is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It feels like there's some kind of abundance, creativity, long-term situation, desire, passion with a king of water, king, queen, not gender specific. It's water energy, somebody who's kind, caring, compassionate. It's the energy of someone who's highly intuitive, psychic. They are somebody who feels things very deeply, energetically. Could be the courtship situation. Could be the main female. Take that how it resonates. In your underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have indecision, number 8, pertaining to concern. So what is concerning that feels like it's up in the air? There's indecision. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I, move? Do I not move? Like, what is causing? I feel like it's the indecision that's causing the concern. Or maybe there's something concerning that is causing indecision. I mean, it's not super great energy to have, but we do have number 8, the strength card, Leo energy. Number 14, patience, Sagittarius energy. And number 5, Hierophant, Taurus energy. I feel like whatever this indecision and concern is, there needs to be a release of that. You need to let go of that energy. And the reason being is because you're going to create some crazy havoc and mayhem. And indecision, honestly, could be pertaining to any of these possibilities, like, oh my gosh, what do I choose? And it could be concerning. Like, I have all these options and opportunities. And like, is it that you feel that you can only pick one, or are you worried like if you pick one, then you're gonna, I mean, I feel like this is currently where you're at, in a mental prison. There's no need to stress. Frankly, try to manifest it all. I mean, we should be able to have it all. However, I will say that take one road, and if it doesn't work out, just take the next one. There's no need to stress, is what I'm saying. So meditate, release that anxiety, because it's going to cause stagnancy and lack of movement. And then it becomes a block. And then it becomes that you're crapping all over all these opportunities, because you're now in a mental cycle of concern and fear and anxiety. I feel like you're being called to take your power back, first and foremost. There's nothing to stress over. Everything's going to work out regardless of what I choose, for my best and highest good. I'm taking my power back. And I know that everything's happening in divine timing with this higher level of commitment. So, which is you actually, Taurus. So the question is it pertaining to this water energy? Because I feel like everything seems to be working out specifically wonderfully. Specifically, I don't know where that came from. Could it be the stability and security? Take it how it resonates, but it looks like everything's working out. Everything seems to be working out just fine in divine timing. Stay in your power, stay in your strength, keep positive. You have one card, number 22, August. So this next August, I guess. Number 22. Finally, we are going to Aries at 96.58. Aries. Oh, I missed the naughty comment. Thank you, Leanne, for being my bouncer. I appreciate ye. I appreciate ye. Aries, Aries. Lastly, but not leastly, the week ahead, the 22nd through to the 28th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I don't know. I missed it. Maybe it was. You're the bouncer. I'm trusting your judgment. If it wasn't, I mean, oh well. Take a message back at another point in time. Okay, Aries. Aries, 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 Aries. That's so awesome that you do that. I don't even. I appreciate you. Alrighty, Aries. Week ahead. 22nd through the 28th. I almost said the 28th through the 22nd. We're going to do the week in reverse for Aries. All right. La, 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 la. Okay. Aries, overall energy is number 15, appreciation, and it's pertaining to, interesting, number 16, thoughts, and number 29, imprisonment. I definitely feel like there's something pertaining to, well, if you're sat in the energy of appreciation, it's pertaining to thoughts, but imprisonment unless you're thinking of somebody who's in prison and you're feeling gratitude and appreciation about that, it feels like maybe you finally released your thoughts from this imprisonment, or you're appreciative that you're having these thoughts. I mean, which might be the case. We'll get to the underlying here in a minute, but we have the Six of Water. So the Six of Water does sometimes reflect somebody coming back around from the past, a soulmate. This feels more like nostalgia from childhood, from your past, about the way things used to be. Maybe that's why you feel appreciation, that you're in this thought pattern, this thought cycle, although it feels like it's a little bit, I mean, it's imprisonment, which makes me feel like it's a self-imposed prison, like you're really getting into those thoughts. So unless you're doing it to clear them or to bring something up from the past in order to, you know, release a block, cut cords, whatever, teach their own. We have the Page of Air. Well, that is possibly what you're doing. Pages bring news. It's clarity. It's, I mean, if you look at this, she's faced up to the sky as the feather drops down, which would be a message from spirit. With the Messenger of Air, interesting. This is literally her with the feathers on her forehead, like she is receiving guidance, intuition, clarity, truth. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 23 all tied up. Well, that's why I was like, are you feeling grateful that you're all tied up? And it appears to be that you are, because maybe you're going back to receive some kind of clarity, some kind of knowing, and in essence being stuck in the loop of those thoughts pertaining to your childhood. Number 18, child. I feel like there's something coming out of this. You're getting something from this. And again, I feel like these are thoughts pertaining to your childhood, nostalgic thoughts, going backwards to get some kind of gain clarity and truth and awareness. I'm assuming to heal something, but take it how it resonates, because again, with the underlying, we're all tied up. We're overthinking, overanalyzing pertaining to what I believe is childhood because of the Six of Water. And there's appreciation. You're grateful for this, for the thoughts you're having pertaining to imprisonment, which is that energy of all tied up. There's a wish fulfillment taking place, and it even could be faith, hope, with the Star card, Aquarius energy, pertaining to family, your emotions, love, and the ending of a cycle. I knew there had to be a bigger picture here. I feel like you're closing out a cycle, something from the past, from childhood. You're gaining clarity, a new way of perceiving it or understanding it. I feel like you're in the energy of appreciation and gratitude because you're doing it on purpose. I don't think this is a self-imposed prison I mean, it is, but I don't think it's in the way of being unconsciously doing it. It's like you are very fully aware of what you were doing, because it is a wish fulfillment to not only move out of that energy, whatever block or thing that has been holding you back from that time space. Well, I heard time space reality. But it's also to shift, and it pertains to your emotions. It's something pertaining to your emotions, which has a lot to do with psychic abilities. It has a lot to do with love. It has a lot to do with relationships in general. Even your emotional scale on kind, caring, compassionate, all of that pertains to that energy. So I feel like you're closing out, and with the 10 of Cups, it feels like a family situation, hence the looking back at childhood. That was pretty deep. I like those ones. We should have more of those. But I don't know if I said the World card, Aquarius, Capricorn energy. You're closing out that cycle. And then your timing card, it feels like it might start maybe around the Christmas time holidays, this next week. Maybe that's kind of what brings it up. And it feels like it's completing by March. So that's what I have for you. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so excited for next week. Like truly, truly excited. I cannot wait for next week. All right, I'm going to head out of here. I appreciate you all. I will see you all on the next one.